Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. And thank you so much for being here this morning and spending a few minutes of your morning with me today. I'm Melissa, Lending with Melissa, powered by Edge Home Finance. If you're watching live, I love to put if you would put in the comments, good morning. And if you're watching the replay, just type replay and let me know you stopped by. I have to tell you, I absolutely love Sundays. Not only do I get to spend time with you guys, but after this live, I get to go worship with my church family. It's honestly one of my favorite parts of the week. There's something about Sunday mornings that gives me a chance to slow down, to reset, and get my heart ready for the coming week. And today, I want to use a few minutes this morning to encourage someone who may quietly started wondering if homeownership is really possible for them. So, grab your cup of coffee and let's get started. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever told yourself, I probably never qualify? I would probably never qualify. I don't make enough money. What about my credit probably isn't good enough? Here's another one. I probably need way more money saved. Maybe you've been carrying those thoughts around for months, maybe even years. But what if you were closer than you think? Now, I'm not saying everyone watching today qualifies to buy a home right now. That's not what I mean. What I mean is this: so many people decide the answer is no before they ever actually find out. They assume. And sometimes those assumptions keep people stuck for years. Did you hear me? Not months, for years. If you're just joining me, welcome. This morning, we're talking about one simple question. What if you're actually closer to homeownership than you think? I'd love to know. Have you ever assumed you couldn't buy a home without actually finding out? One of my favorite parts of being a mortgage broker isn't simply telling someone they're approved, it's helping someone understand where they actually stand. Sometimes someone reaches out completely convinced they're nowhere near ready. We go through their situation together, their income, their monthly debts, their credit, what they've saved, what kind of monthly payment fits their lifestyle. And sometimes they find out they're ready sooner than they thought. And I absolutely love those because, guys, there are so many people out there that think that they cannot accomplish this. But when you actually sit down with somebody who actually cares about your situation and wants to help you, there are so many products out there to help people today. Other times they're not quite there yet. But here's the part I think matters: they leave with a plan. Instead of saying, I guess I'll try someday, now they may know I need to pay down a credit card. I need to save this amount of money. I need a few more months. And now they're moving forward. They're not stuck anymore. That's completely different from sitting there wondering. There's one, that's one of my biggest things I want people to understand about working with me. Maybe my job isn't to judge your credit. My job isn't to judge your income. My job is to make you feel, my job isn't to make you feel embarrassed about your finances at all. And my job isn't to pressure you into buying a house before you're ready. My job is to listen. I want to understand your goals. I want to know what's important to you. Then I can help you understand your options and create a plan that makes sense for your lifestyle. Hey, Jacob, nice to see you on here. Sometimes you're ready today. Sometimes it's let's work on these two things and talk again in 6 months. Both are wins, right? Because now you have direction instead of uncertainty. If you're just hopping on, we're talking about why you shouldn't let assumptions decide whether homeownership is possible for you. Sometimes one conversation can replace months of, or even years of wondering. Here's something I really want you to think about this morning. Don't let fear answer a question you haven't asked. If you've been wondering whether you could buy a home, find out. Maybe the answer is yes. Maybe the answer is no, not yet. But either answer gives you something valuable, and that's clarity. And once you have clarity, you can make a plan. You don't have to figure out every piece of this out by yourself before you ask for help. That's where I come in. I'd love to hear from you. When you picture yourself owning a home someday, what's one thing you picture? Maybe it's a big kitchen where everyone gathers. Maybe it's a backyard for your kids or your dogs. Maybe it's the front porch. Maybe it's having your own office. Maybe it's simply being able to say, "This is ours." Put it in the comments for me. And if you're watching the replay, you can still comment too. I love hearing what home means to different people. And if you're watching today thinking, Melissa, I really don't know where I stand, there are two ways you can take the next step with me. If you have questions and aren't quite ready to apply, you can schedule a free 30-minute guided clarity call conversation with me. There's no pressure. We simply talk about your goals and what your next steps could look like. I'll put my calendar link in the description, in the comments. And if you're ready to get started, you can complete my mortgage application in there as well. And if you're not already following me, I'd love for you to stay connected with me. I'm going to put my Facebook, my YouTube channel, and my TikTok in the comments as well. Make sure you follow and subscribe for me. I go live every Sunday morning and every Wednesday for lunch live. Guys, I want to thank you so much for being part of my Sunday mornings, joining me this morning, taking time out of your day to join me. I truly appreciate. Ooh, someone said kitchen island and a big yard. I absolutely love those. I A big kitchen to have your family gather, imagining cooking together, all the laughter. That's pretty awesome. So, again, I truly appreciate you being here. And before I go, I mentioned earlier that one of the reasons I love Sunday mornings is because after our time together, I get to go worship with my church family. If you're looking for somewhere to worship this morning, we'd love for you to join us online at 1045 at Potosi Baptist Church. I'll put the link in the comments as well. Now, I'm off to get ready for one of my favorite parts of the week, worshiping with my church family. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And remember today, it's this: don't let assumptions decide your future. Ask the question, find out where you stand, build a plan because you may be closer than you think. Homeownership begins with hope, grows with a plan, and happens one step at a time. God bless, and I'll see you Wednesday. And I'm putting those links in the comments right now for you. TikTok. I just got done with my live, but you can watch the replay. I would love to know your thoughts. And please comment what you would want me to talk about. There are so many different things in the mortgage world that people have questions, and I really want to be able to answer those during these lives. On Wednesdays, I go live at 11:30, like I said, for lunch live, and on Sundays every morning at 8:30. And so please comment. I want to hear from y'all. I want to know what kind of content y'all want me to talk about, to build around this, because it's not about me, it's about you. I want to answer all mortgage questions you may have. And so thank you again. Y'all have a blessed Sunday, and I will see you Wednesday at 11:30. Talk to y'all soon.